short-term rental accommodation. So I'll start from the top again with that, with the short-term rentals, and remembering that the legislation is coming into play on the 1st of November, so a couple of weeks away now, and that we've had the code of conduct in place since December last year. So let's make sure that we get this right, that we know about it, that you've been listening in CPD so you know what's doing. But properties that want to actually operate under short-term rental accommodation legislation will need to be registered by the 1st of November. Now, that's okay, there's an exemption there for the Byron Bay region, and that's through till January next year. The other one that I wanted to talk about, so you still need to make sure that if you're the letting agent, that you are not dealing with any properties that are not registered. So it'll actually be an offence for the host or for you as a letting agent to be providing those properties without them being registered on the short-term rental accommodation register. So guys, make sure that you're only dealing with properties that are registered. And also remember that what we talked about last week, that the fire safety regulations have actually been, it's not that you still need to register, but it's acknowledged that with the 4 months of lockdown here in New South Wales, that the requirements to have everything in terms of fire safety regulations and requirements met, that is now pushed out until the 1st of March. So a little bit of leeway there for that one. But to comply with all of the obligations, one, hosts need to be registered. So, obviously if you're a letting agent, you can register that on behalf of your property owner. So that's okay. Once they're registered, that property will have its own ID number. So it's STRA, short-term rental accommodation ID number. So, and that needs to be displayed whenever you are advertising that property for short-term rental accommodation. So that needs to be within your ads if you are offering that property out. You need to make sure that where that property is located, what limits there are on the days and the number of days per year that property can be used for short-term rental accommodation, and that needs to be, the number of days that it is being used needs to be recorded. So there is a recording requirement there as well. As I said, the fire safety regulations not required until 1st of March next year, but obviously as soon as possible. These are now commercial properties. They're being used for a commercial gain. Therefore, they need to meet the same requirements that a hotel needs to meet in terms of its fire safety regulations. So really important that that's there. Loads of information about this on the Fair Trading website about what those fire safety requirements are and how to ensure that they're being met. So, and obviously that the hosts, the visitors, you as a letting agent, the booking platforms are all complying with the code of conduct, which has been around and in play since December last year. So guys, it's all about to go live as of 1 November. So that's really important that you, if you are a letting agent or if the agency where you work actually deals with short-term rental accommodation, that you are complying with these new requirements or new legislation.